and they win 2 rounds. They've got to pull it back here on the CT side. This is a task many cannot complete, and GODSENT have got to pull off what seems like the impossible. And they win 2 rounds. They've got to pull it back here on the CT side. This is a task many cannot complete, and GODSENT have got to pull off what seems like the impossible.
No kit for GODSENT either, so they've got to try and focus denying that bomb plant. And Sticko nearly getting caught at top mid there. I'm glad he fell back to safety, back to the A bomb site. The issue for GODSENT right now is that they have a 3-man stack towards B. Only 2 players on A. A long is currently open, and ASTRALIS are about to push this site.
They come swinging into the A-bomb site with Force off the top of the balcony. Then looking for the lineup. He's found 2, nearly a 3rd kill, but it's ASTRALIS equally trading out the site. Now Violet, Crystal, and Madden are looking for the retake. No, none of them have a kit, so they're going to have to be quite quick in terms of finding these headshots. And Cliff down the pit. They try to move forward over the top of the site. It's Magic with the first headshot going through the smoke. Oh no, GODSENT. They tried to be quick. They tried to be shrewd with that smoke, but all ends up in is a 14th round for ASTRALIS and a clean 3v3 going their way.
Yeah, GODSENT realized they had to do something there because they didn't have that kit. So I don't mind the decision to put that smoke down and just try and get close onto the site. Clearly, ASTRALIS 1 step ahead of it, though. And into round 17, obviously GODSENT are just going to force up. ASTRALIS only have the 1 AK, though, so maybe if GODSENT lands some shots early, they can try and do something here. Plenty of nades on Banana, but Madden's ready for it. Device goes in first. He falls. Madden can even get back to safety. Blinded, but he will be out of there.
A good start for Madden into what feels like a must-win round for GODSENT. You know, if they want to win in regulation, they've got to win this round and then the rest. So, first step in the right direction. And Gliv walking back up Banana. Looks like GODSENT want to go with some re-aggression. The flashbang was available. Madden taking his own teammate away. He undoes his own hard work. And Crystal, the victim of the deagle.
Now ASTRALIS just go back to A. Couple of smokes lined up. Sticko's got one in reply, though. They're pushing him already. He's not ready for the pace of the SMGs. Farlig's still on the site itself. The S-Attack just jumps onto his position. Those SMGs having a fun time right now for ASTRALIS. Only the 2 CTs remaining for GODSENT. And this retake is almost impossible.
Well, ASTRALIS just holding, not giving any opportunity away to GODSENT. They want to take these rounds over. They want to win Inferno 16-2. They want to be able to take this as cleanly and as quickly as possible to stamp out any potential momentum, confidence, or any sort of hope for GODSENT. Going to the next map, and ASTRALIS with the kill on the Madden. Rounding out this round with the time ticking by. Sand will catch UMP. He'll pick that up once fleeing the scene. But it's 15-2 for ASTRALIS, and the money not on the line here for GODSENT. They have nothing to play with, really. It's going to be a couple of Deagles. It's going to be SMGs. And ASTRALIS should be taking this win.
Loving this crowd, Dinka.
They're hyped. Even though it's 15-2, they're still hyped. Great job done by DreamHack. I love the virtual arena. It looks so awesome. I loved the tweet as well from ASTRALIS. And their team looked like they were on the Jedi Council. I love it.
Who would be each like Star Wars character from ASTRALIS? I reckon Dupree would be like Chewbacca, maybe. Like he's been a bit of a beast in this game, and everyone loves him. That fits well.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really remember Star Wars characters' names. I'll be honest, Alex. I haven't watched it in a very long time.
Okay. You haven't even seen the new ones?
I have, but I don't really enjoy them. I don't think they're that great.
The new ones aren't great. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Well,
it's not great right now for GODSENT either, dude.
Yeah. Not looking good at all. Crystal about to peek around the corner. He's dropped down to 72. ASTRALIS are taking their time. No one yet falling on the server, and we just go under a minute on that clock. ASTRALIS turning their attentions away from B, and they'll send a couple of players up middle. Currently 3 players from GODSENT on this A-bomb site, so this is the best chance for them to win the round and stay alive. If ASTRALIS are to come into this one, a 3 stack at short triangle of death, perhaps, if they could get a couple of shots going their way. And Sanitary Grid will force the Astralis back for a little bit longer as Crystal nearly falls in this B bomb site. Both players on the B defense are so low on HP. 12 on Crystal, 10 for Madden. And another player's just rotated off, but now with that utility coming in from Astralis, he'll draw back into the A site. But this has just weakened the defense even further. 20 seconds for Astralis. They're going to go back to B. They should be winning these duels as the three players are very low, but that Molotov is going to delay. They have to run onto the site. Astralis, they've let the time run down so low. They have to get on this bomb very quickly, almost immediately, as soon as they arrive to the bomb site, and Madden's won the round. Astralis, what are you doing? They let the time run down until there's none left. No margin for error, and GODSENT needed to do nothing.
That's all GODSENT that round. They kept their utility for so long. Astralis wanted to go A, but Mollies kept arriving at top mid. They had to go B, and that kill from Madden shows me his experience has really leveled up. He focuses the bomb planter. He gets the one kill they need to win the round. Look, it's still not great for GODSENT, Dinko. They still only have one M4 in this round, unfortunately. But hey, it's another round win. Something to celebrate if you're a GODSENT fan. And after that last round took so long for Astralis, this time round, they're going to see if they can get some early kills, and Dupree will deliver. ASTRALIS with another one. This might be over, Dinko, right here.
Yeah, I think Astralis kind of pissed off a little bit. No, just ramp it up in this last round. Okay, no more tentative approaches. This should break their backs here. We'll give them a little bit of hope in the last round, and we'll give them a third round. That's about it. Madden, last alive. He goes down as well, and Astralis will pick up the first map, 16-3. What a dominant performance coming into Inferno. And the worst part about it all is this was the map pick of GODSENT. They scrambled together 3 rounds.
Yeah, and for anyone who didn't watch the whole game, we do want to praise GODSENT for making a lot of those rounds close. But against Astralis, this is just going to happen to you sometimes, right?
Impressive. But it's just up against Astralis. When it matters the most right now, it's having a quiet showing.
Yeah, exactly. And as you're saying, he's still quite an inexperienced player, right? We're not saying that he has to be carrying against Astralis yet. He's still got a lot of time to develop, I think, on this squad. And we are seeing that come through throughout the tournament. So still positive signs. I'm glad that GODSENT took the time out ahead of this round, though, because the last couple of rounds, Dinko, Crystal got caught at yard early. They went down to those 4v5s, and they still made the round somewhat close. So in this one, they decide to adapt it slightly. The problem is it's only the pistols, but last time they had the pistols, they popped onto the A site, and they actually made it a close round. So maybe they can try and do the same again.
Oh, Maz is holding on, gets 1, 2, 3 blinded as well, but it doesn't matter. 3 kills quickly coming in from Astralis. This is quick as you like. As soon as GODSENT send a couple of players in, they all get absolutely destroyed. 14-10 for Astralis. They're 2 away from victory in the series. And now it is all on GODSENT's buy. They come back into things with a purchase. If they lose this round, I think this is where we do just see our worst fears play out, because Astralis have just been a wall in this defense. You can see, even just looking at the round counter, Alex, it's a wall. It's a sea of blue for Astralis winning on the CT side.
Yeah, definitely a sea of blue in those round wins. Winning every round after losing the pistol. Oh, device caught this time. Farley again quick on the trigger. This time it's GODSENT who get the early advantage. We've touched on these opening kills in the past. This time Farley gives them the early edge. And surely this time they have to be aware that Glaive might be here. But ASTRALIS gets aggressive. Great aggressive play. Great proactive play from ASTRALIS to bring them back into the round. GODSENT, though, are looking to wrap through heaven.
Glaive through the smokes, then hitting the deck as well, but the round has been pulled back for Astralis. They're handed man deficit to start the round by Farleague, but the rest of the team have stepped up. But look at this round from Madden. Look at the positioning. He's found a hole in the defense. He's taking his time in that headshot, and he might just let Dupree go. Madden with the trigger discipline, wanting to hold the heaven position, wanting to hold the map control instead. He needs to help out Farleague towards outside. The bomb is down there. The player just walked past him. How has ASTRALIS managed this? He's just walked right past Madden, turns around. Madden with the headshot. And now he has to do it all. A 1 versus 3 from up atop of heaven. He'll drop on down. And they have got the bomb in their hands. 30 seconds left for Madden to try and do something here. And he's got to walk into the lion's den.
Oh, I think he needed to take that kill earlier, Dinko. Farley was just completely alone at yard, watching every possible angle. And, oh, mate, Madden, the quick switch, not the time for it, buddy. Glaive peeks him. Seemed to have a sixth sense there as to the timing on that fight. Astralis up to a 15-10 lead, and this is the scary thing when you play Astralis on Nuke, Dinko. At any point, they can just turn it up. And this is how Esatag somehow missed Madden, and then still turned around, which is really impressive, even if he doesn't get the kill.
It's like, let me just double check I didn't walk past someone up in heaven here. Madden could have done more in that round, but nonetheless, we move into the future. It's GODSENT here on 10 rounds on the board, and a bye career to try and survive on Nuke. If they lose this one, it is done. The series is concluded, and Astralis walk away with a 2-0 win. GODSENT were good in the first half. And I think maybe, just possibly, you've changed Devilwalk's mind on this T-side approach.
Oh no, there are going to be some memes about that tweet now, aren't they? Nuke is T-sided, guys. Changed my mind. Yeah, I think Astralis have done that.
It happened quite quickly. It happened quite quickly. We'll see if they can pull it back, though. SNTIC holding on to the ramp progression, starting to run on through. It's Crystal over the top with the MAC-10, and Device quick with the shot and reply. 4v4. Dupree holding the lower site. Crystal was not quite ready for that. Now Dupree looking to end the round, but it's Glaive as well that can assist him. It's just one player, Sticker left alone, and Astralis will be walking away with the series win.
Sticko is screwed here. Device closes it out. It's another win for Astralis, this time a 2-0. After a dominant performance on the first map, Dinko, Nuke came closer, but I think once we headed into that second half, we saw what we wanted to see from Astralis, and that's their first.
Crims, and he gets it done. 13 rounds for FNATIC, 3 rounds away from victory, and that's a round to be upset with.
Now, there aren't many players you'd pick over Crims in those sorts of anchor positions. It's just so reliable in those spots. And he proves it in that round. And that was after a slow first half for Crims. I think he had 6 kills in the first half. Wasn't the best first half for him, but he's really showed up in some of these important CT rounds. It's looking good for FNATIC to get the win here. Now, the B site hold is quite passive for FNATIC. They're playing on the site in this round, but Crims is already in CT spawn, so he's ready for the fast rotates, and there are only 2 smokes for North as well. Not many nades for them, so as long as FNATIC gets some early kills, they should be all right.
Yeah, Golden holding on, easy. Oh, another clean headshot from Golden. As B-bomb site hole looks like a sure thing right now for FNATIC. This could be Flusher running down with the UMP. Barbecue living up to it, staying there. Kid. Flusher looks to heat up, and he's got the final kill. 14-8 FNATIC. They've grabbed control of things in this second half. And this is what I was scared about for North going into the second. If they didn't get that early momentum, if they didn't get the economy game onto wraps early on, FNATIC are so good on Inferno that on the CT side, they can just completely grab control of it. And FNATIC have had an individual step up. Like we said, coming into this second half, Golden was leading the way on 14 kills. Still leading the way on 22, but there's been moments from everybody that have stepped up in the second half, and FNATIC are now 2 rounds away from victory.
Ooh, big nade damage on Banana. Flusher and Golden both below half health, but JW is getting involved now. We haven't even had to see his ult come through so far because the rest of the team have been carrying them through, and North might try and up the pace here, but Golden on the other side could be ready. Yo, he's not ready. Now Flusher has to hold, and Flusher swings out wide and gets caught by Lecro. Good kills from North, and the switch up in pace seems to be successful.
Yeah, good round so far by North, but it is the retake for FNATIC. They are solid on the retake, but a lot of damage has been done and inflicted upon them, and they think better of going for it. So they're going to flee the scene. They're going to save into the next round, and North given a 9th round.
Not bad. 9th round on the board. Gotta say, shout out to Golden for being the top fragger of the team and still taking the UMP in that round. The 1 SMG. That is a good teammate right there. It is another round on the board for North, and it comes off just a couple of kills onto B. I'm glad that North did switch up the pace there. I think that was needed. Just go for a play that's more reliant on making it, again, one of those scrappier rounds. Just make a play that relies more on just timings to be right for you. And they finally get another T round on the board. I don't think that's going to be repeatable, though, Dinko. I think now Fnatic will be ready for those sorts of rounds. So we've got to see something else from North as we continue in this game. But it's the start that they needed, and I think that switch up was well timed.
Well, Flusher going for that early banana aggression. Spams down through the smoke, but he no longer has any information. That smoke severs his information flow. Fnatic will start to fall back into more passive setup on the B-bomb site. JW, though, this angle means it all, but they can pull this kind of stuff off, and it's the headshot onto Kid. The big flick down and an opening kill for Fnatic.
I think one of the problems North are having is that we talked about in the group stage how much impact Cage and B had on some of those lurks, on some of those flank plays. And in these recent rounds, they're just getting picked apart early. Right? They're not able to get Cage and B into those lurk spots because Fnatic are just holding strong across the map. Now they're down in a 4v5, and this B execute could be the perfect call, Dinko. There's only one CT here.
Yeah, and no one close by for a rotate. It's Flusher, though, on the hold. We'll see if he can get anything done here. He goes forward and then goes back behind the smoke. The attack is coming through from North. Golden trying to spam on in through the cross. Flusher doesn't get a single kill, but Golden will on the cross. Now there's a chance for Fnatic. They've still got that man advantage as they look to reclaim the B-bomb site. Look at the utility. You've got 3 flashbangs here for Fnatic, an Itchy Grenade, a smoke, and an incendiary. They have enough utility to pull off this retake. Flash into the ruins, they check the close corner, really limiting the positions, checking off every possible spot from the T side. But Lycra has just taken down Crims, Brawlin there with the immediate trade. Still the advantage for Fnatic into this retake, and Brawlin and Golden, they're doing a lot, but it's all on AC. A 1 versus 3. He's connected onto the first, now peeking into the open, and it's JW securing a double kill, and Fnatic right down to the final second on the defuse, and Fnatic have pulled it off. 15-9, right down to the final moments, but Fnatic will take map point.
Oh, I just feel like AZ doesn't need to peek at the end there. There's such little time, Dinko. There's such little time on the bomb. I thought AZ was going to tuck in the corner and wait for the defuse, because then you know it's a 1v1, but he goes out wide. He hears the player close. Fnatic get the defuse just in time, and that puts them 1 round away from the win.
Yeah, 1 round away from taking Inferno. North coming into this round will have approaches. They have the utility. They have the rifles out across the board. Now they're going to start running up banana. Have to say, though, MSL could have dropped an AK to get, so him having to play with the Galil here, but nonetheless, well, a very solid weapon, especially in the hands of Gid. MSL has been chunked down to 50 HP already. AZ with the opening kill. Golden, who has been such an important player for them here on Inferno, is gone.
And again, it's a bombardment of nades into B. Flusher not blinded yet, and Crims has arrived on the rotate. No CT smoke down, just the lurk smoke onto the site. Flusher now isolated. Good shot, but he's quickly traded. And Crims is stuck behind that smoke, but the nade gets 2. Oh no, North stuck in a 1v3. It's all on Gade.
Oh, this is going to be rough. He finds an M4, has to reload in the corner. Now, 3 players from Fnatic. They are just waiting for their moment, waiting for the time them to strike onto the site. Gid has to venture out from dark, recover the bomb. There's a smoke in front of him. But he can pick that up, the smoke off CT. Now he's collected the bomb again. Just very calm plays here from Gid, not rushing into anything. Eventually will plant the bomb, but now Fnatic go together. Crims around the corner first, the second as well. They've given him 1v1s, and Gid runs around the corner. JW was in spot, and he will secure the victory for Fnatic.
Yeah, Gade didn't expect all 3 from Ruins. He wasn't ready for the last man, and JW is there to seal the deal with his shades in style. 16-10, 16-9, I don't even remember, but I can tell you for a fact, Dinko, Fnatic get the win on Inferno. Solid win for them, I think, from the get-go.
Yeah, and also just to add to that point, right? They've been playing in Group A, which is the group of death. Highest level of competition in the group stages was in that first group. So, all these stats, you can't really... There's no caveat for Fnatic. You look at them and you have to respect them. Fnatic up 14-9 right now. We'll start to Vitality. Now, in the playoffs, I get North the first time around, and They are dominating them in these recent rounds at this point. KGP in the corner. MSL at the top of the AWP. KGB is about to be Molotov out of position, but the smoke is going to come down, and KGB just has to hide here. MSL has found the opening kill for North, and KGB is still alive.
They might be able to get him out of connector as well. MSL has some more nades, which could help. They're not even going to need them. Cage and B can just run back to safety. A-long is open, though. That's the position that Golden is trying to make the most of. There are 3 CTs on this A site, however, and Cage and B hears them up close. Flash about to come through. Cajun ready to fight. He gets one, as does MSL. Great work from North there, fighting together, using the team play wisely. Oh, the timing window just right for him, but he's not ready for Gade. And that means it's up to JW to make the madness happen, and he's not going to. MSL doing some good damage in this round. Gets a triple with the AWP and gets his team back on track.
Yeah, that's better for North. Now they just need to focus up. There's still lots of rounds to be played. And I have to say, the fact that they get anything done here, the fact that MSL is able to have this much impact from the start of the round is huge. They had a good connector tick, I feel like, that from FNATIC. They put a lot of pressure there, a lot of utility usage. MSL had no fallback plan. The only option was to get that kill. And this time, he's able to do it. A good round from him. And JW, okay, JW, the no-scope. I thought he was going to get the second there as well, but Lekro with the headshot. Now FNATIC look to try and quicken the pace into the B-bomb site. Flush up. He has slowed it down now. Will retreat back. But what a start from JW. Luckily, Lekro is there to trade it back.
I thought for a second that Flusher was going to try and make the most of that and just push Monster, because you got to be worried about JW when you see him no-scoping you on short. A lot of North's attention was drawn that way, but he does just decide to play it safe. MSL has been orping around this A site pretty frequently. I think FNATIC will be aware of this. Crims has just gone down the connector, though, back to B, and MSL has cleared out the A side entirely. He's coming down con. North are so ready for this, Dinko. They've got that B stack lined up. If FNATIC commit to the B site, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, they have no fallback plan either, because MSL's in connector right now, so FNATIC are going to be committing into this B bomb site, and MSL could open this door and shut it all down. Golden opens it up, goes in. Oh, MSL misses the shot, and that allows FNATIC a chance back up to the A site. Golden is running that way, running to the A bomb site. He is sprinting, throwing the utility. Will that draw the rotation from these 3 players? They're not budging. They're still holding on, but Brolin with the entry kill. Golden gets the kill on the A site, and it's all on Lekro on his own. So many angles to worry about. And what a round from FNATIC. What a round from Golden. 15-10. They reach series point.
Oh, it was a good effort from Lekro on that B site as well. I like that angle he was playing. He falls back to water. He's continuing to get kills. They're just not leading to round wins. It's another one of these games for North where one of their players is joint top of the server. Lekro's leading the charge, but the firepower across the board unfortunately isn't showing up in the same way. Early nade onto Cage and B. He's down to 62 health. A must-win round for North, and they don't have an ideal buy to work with. Again, MSL's got that all. A couple of MP9s in there as well. But FNATIC obviously have the full buy. AKs across the board, perfect nades for them. And they're going to keep things slow at the start of this one.
MSL in the water position right now. He has the AWP. Looking down the tunnel, he might just get a chance. And the flick out to the left. Golden is the first victim of round 26. This position from AZ, it's going to be hard checked by Crims, and now KGB, he'll fall as well. Crims wants to close this map. He wants to close the series, progress further in the upper bracket, and send North down to the lower. But look at the bomb. It's about to run into Lekro. He's got the MP9 in hand, but he could just fall here. He's got the angle, the spray that gives away his position, but Flusher couldn't get the rifle out in time, and Lekro has been gifted the bomb in the bathrooms. 33 seconds left for FNATIC to recover it. Brolin has got to kill Crims as well onto Lekro. That opens up the bomb again, and FNATIC win on elimination. Huge performance from FNATIC, closing it out here on Overpass. A 2-0 win in the series, and I think it's fair to say North aren't quite there yet.
Yeah, that last round, another one where FNATIC just individually outclassed.